Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome all to this episode of The Cage Show, which specifically produced for video and or YouTube. So if hearing on an audio platform only, then I'll try to explain and illustrate points clearly for you. I thought long and hard before doing this next segment, but it's one of those things that has sat in the back of my mind for years, an obvious thing that no one has ever mentioned before.
So I will.
Perception and how perception affects how movements are received overall by societies and the communities they wish to exist in is kind of the theme of this segment. So let me just get to the point. Today's short segment is titled, Why Nazism Took a Dive While Islam Continues to Thrive. And mind you, I'm not here to support either or. I'm simply here to illustrate methods and outcomes. So again, why did Nazism take a dive, whereas Islam continues to thrive, grow, and be embraced around the world by more and more, even though both at their core seem to be very hostile towards quote-unquote Jews and or Israel? But the question is, why does one movement seemingly get a pass to behave hostile towards quote-unquote Jews and or Israel, and the other movement doesn't?
I don't know. Why is that, Buzz?
Small plane, I'm not
Talking to you, man.
I'm on the radio. Anyways, I'm going to tell you. Because one is a declared religion and the other isn't. And it's really that simple, folks. Islam is a religion of supposed divine origin. As such, especially today, it's protected under many national laws. Whereas Nazism is a secular-based ideology, where its origins are based on the notion of gene superiority and or random birth order, rather than divine instruction. And believe me, you, especially in today's world, that makes all the difference in how a movement is perceived and or received by others.
Wow, that's crazy, Buzz.
It sure is. And believe me, you, had Hitler declared his movement a religion rather than a social order, to this day, the way Nazism perceived and received would be totally different. In other words, Hitler's biggest mistake was not walking atop some mountain or into a cave or up a tree and then claiming he was hit with divine instruction from above. Had he done that, the world would indeed probably have a third major religion to contend with. Probably more powerful than the rest, since racism is kind of inherent inside of everyone anyways.
Buzz, should you be sharing this?
No worries. What am I going to get, 10 to 20 views? And probably half of those would be bots. So it's hardly going to resonate with anyone in society. Now yes, if I were an influencer, and let's say my videos regularly receive 10,000 or more views, then yeah, I doubt I would have shared that. But at tops, maybe 20 views I'll get. So what's the big deal? I did it more for myself than for others. And again, I'm not Islamic, nor am I a Nazi. I'm simply a truth teller.
No, you're not, Buzz. You're the Antichrist.
Yeah, whatever. And in closing, again, Hitler's biggest mistake was not declaring his order to be of divine origin. Had he done that, his Nazi religion would be protected under many of the same constitutional rights that Islam is, or any other major or even minor religion around the world is today. At least in the West it would be. Where people have been brainwashed to facilitate their own social and ethnic destruction and to feel good about it at that. And mind you, I'm a person of color who also happens to be a child of the West. So I just sit back, watch, and observe it all as a non-influencer. Anyways, folks, short is sweet.
No, I'm not.
I'm not talking about you, small pint. You're autistic, man. Don't you go, do something. I'm talking about this video segment. Short is sweet, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Later and out. And feel free to leave a comment if you'd like. Hey, Small Pine, is your autism treatable? Like, do they make, medication or drugs for your autism, man?
I don't know.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, Small Pine. I mean, after the way the government's been dealing with this coronavirus, I think half the people in government are autistic.